Supreme Court made several landmark decisions recently, plus several southern states are removing the Confederate flag from public property. 5 News anchor Jay Plyburn joins us with U.S. Congressman Bruce Westerman.
All right, Laura, thank you. Yeah, we're joined this morning by U.S. Representative Bruce Westerman. Going to talk about a few issues that have been making headlines in your world, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's talk first about the Resilient Federal Forest Act. It was just introduced in early June. What's going on with that right now?
Jay, I happen to be the only forester in the United States Congress. My undergraduate degree is in engineering, but I've got a master's degree in forestry, and I've done work in that area for a lot of my professional career. I'm serving on the Natural Resources Committee, so Chairman Bishop asked me if I would run the forestry bill this year, which it's a real honor for me as a freshman to get to run such a large piece of legislation. But the Residual Federal Forest Act of 2015, it's really a resilient, not residual, is really a piece of legislation that uses common sense to manage our national forest. And we've got nearly 2.5 million acres of federal land in the 4th District of Arkansas, a lot of that mostly in the Ouachita National Forest, but also the Ozark National Forest. It's really using common sense forestry practices to make our forests more healthy and resilient, which create a win-win-win situation. It's good for wildlife, it's good for the economy, and it's also creates better air and water quality.
Next stop is the House floor?
Yeah, we've got it through the Natural Resources Committee, through the Agriculture Committee, and our next stop is on the House. And hopefully that'll happen early July or maybe mid-July when that happens.
Keep us posted. We wish you luck with it. We've heard a lot of talk recently about this Confederate flag controversy. What are you hearing in regards to that, and do you want to weigh in?
If you get on social media, you hear a whole lot about that. I think the best comment that I saw last week on social media was somebody said it looked like the Confederates declared war on a Skittles factory, with all the issues that are going on. But that's a large part of our Southern heritage. There are people on both sides of that issue, and I'm not sure how it'll all shake out. It's a terrible tragedy, the things that happened in South Carolina. I've got friends there that were friends with some of the victims, and I don't think we can blame that on a flag, but that seems to be the central piece of where people's wrath is turned these days.
I think there's a large misunderstanding on a lot of people's part. There's no plans at this point to ban the Confederate flag in the natural state, right? I know certain places are saying they want it taken down, but as far as your understanding, all that is still legal.
Yeah, it's my understanding it's still legal in Arkansas, still legal in the country. We still do have our First Amendment to the Constitution that allows people to express their freedom of speech.
Can we talk a little bit about some of the changes being made across the board recently? The topic making headlines across the country, dealing with the U.S. Supreme Court and this ruling on same-sex marriage. We're obviously doing a lot of reports on people from both sides of the issue, and I know you're probably hearing a lot about it. What is Arkansas's standpoint, and what do your buddies in Washington think about it now?
We had 2 major rulings come down from the Supreme Court. The first one on the King versus Burwell on the exchanges for the Affordable Health Care Act. That didn't go the way that I was hoping it would go, but I don't know that would have done as much to dismantle the Affordable Care Act as some people thought it would. And the other major issue, which kind of overshadowed everything else, was the court's ruling on same-sex marriage. And I think we're seeing the result of the society that we live in today. I think we've had issues with moral relativism, where we've forgotten that there are absolutes when it comes to moral issues, and we say that there are no moral absolutes, but in saying that we create moral absolutes, saying that not having an absolute is an absolute. So I think we're seeing just a reflection of society today. There's a bill in Congress, the marriage amendment, that I've co-sponsored that. Whether it'll gain any traction or go anywhere in Congress is yet to be seen.
Okay. Well, I know the controversy kind of continues with a lot of these topics, so we'll keep everybody posted. All right. Well, anything else we should be talking about? We appreciate you being here with us this morning.
Well, it's always good to be here and to get the chance to visit with your listeners.
Yeah.
Look forward to coming back someday.
What's the best way for people to keep up with you?
Best way is to go to our Facebook page or to our Twitter page. It's easy just to Google my name and you can find that.
There you go. Just Google it. U.S. Rep. Bruce Westerman. All right, thanks for being here with us this morning. Laura, we'll send it back to you.